Hi. Okay, so I'm on. I wanted to get this done and shot before I have to go get my daughter from school. But we are in day one of glowing back to school. So I say this, and this whole series is to focus on how to help our kiddos thrive naturally using tools like essential oils, so pure plant magic to really support their bodies in a few key areas. So the whole point of this 5-day series is to give you simple and effective ways to use oils to keep your kiddos healthy and thriving and all the good stuff and glowing. So that's what this series is. I'm not going to keep the videos long at all. I'm going to get straight to the point and the topic that day, and then yeah, the rest is up to you to apply or to ask me questions and all that. So for those that don't know me, my name is Shar McGee, and I am an essential oil educator. I'm also a plant-based nutritionist and what I like to call a holistic kind of green living mama. So if those are your jam, then we will get along great. And if not, hopefully you can pick up on a few key things that have really, got me to this place of living. So today we are going to focus on immune support, and I had to start with the best. So I'm not saving the best for last, I'm saving it for first, because immune support is so key as our kids go back to school, right? As we know, when they head back into school, that's when all the germs are there. Kids love to share their germs. They don't keep those to themselves. And if I'm being honest, we really struggled with it last year. So that was the first year Nia was going to school, not full time, but every day, Monday to Friday. So she used to go in the afternoons from 12:30 to 3:30. And it was a jump up from what we did before, where she only went 2 mornings a week. So even that jump from, even though it was only 3 hours a day, from going from 2 mornings a week, so 6 hours up to 15, was a little too much for her to handle. And that's why I am so grateful that I have these oils to help me feel empowered as a mama, knowing that it's not going to put a band-aid on all the sickness that does, work its way through the schools and the homes and all that. But these tools can help you get through it maybe a bit quicker, or a little, you have a better transition through them, and you know that you're supporting your kids with goodness for their bodies that actually works with it in synergy with your body. So because of that, I am starting with immune support, because for most, especially in Canada, you still have another week until your kids head back, whereas mine is in her second full week back down in Florida. So this is applicable to kids that are already in school. You can start this today, or you can be proactive and be doing this as your kids gear up to go back to school in a week or two. So what I like to do, especially as kids go back into school, is to really amp up their immune system, right? Since I was talking about how germs really hit this time of year as your kids go back into school. So I'm gonna talk to you about a DIY blend that, if you are using oils or you're ready to begin your journey, you can totally make this blend with one of the top starter kits. It's included in it that I got started with too. So you can make this blend if you don't have oils yet, and if you get started, it'll be in your home within the next 2 to 5 days. So I like to call it the Immune Booster Blend. Nia knows this. I did a little pop quiz with her before I hopped on, or this morning I said, what do we use when we need to really support our immune system or bump our system up and feel strong? And she said the Immune Booster Blend. So this is actually from her room. So this is what sits in her room, and we roll this on the bottoms of her feet in the morning and the night as we're leading into the new school year, because like I said, we want to keep their systems bumped up before they get submerged into that germy space. So I like to proactively put this on her feet in the mornings and the evenings. And what it has is a combination of oils that I'm just going to quickly go through so you can see how they support the body. So the first and the biggest one is called On Guard. So this is the protective blend. So the name really says it all. It's a blend of oils. It has wild orange, cinnamon, clove in it. Clove is really good for antioxidant support. It's got eucalyptus and rosemary in it. So it's got a beautiful blend of oils that I put into a roller blend, and I will tell you the drop amounts in just a second. But this really is our go-to. So whenever there is a sickness that comes through the house, we're either popping it in the diffuser to help cleanse the air and really support our systems, or I'm diluting it down and I'm putting it onto the bottoms of the feet. So Erin, yes. So my one friend commented that we were just talking about On Guard today, and like I mentioned, this is why I'm starting this video series with this oil, because it is such a key one. So this is the first oil that goes into the blend, because you do not want to be without this blend, okay? I green clean with it. I support our immune system with it. It even kind of has a Christmassy smell, so it's very beautiful in the diffuser to cleanse the air that way, especially if you are getting those germs and you're feeling, you know, something coming on, then you definitely want to have this supporting you. So On Guard is first, and then the next oil, which also comes in the top 10 starter kit, is frankincense. So frankincense is the king of oils. It really is, when in doubt, use frankincense. It's great for your skin, but it's also a really good oil to support your body at the cellular level. So it's going to, again, help your cells remain healthy and keep them healthy. So it goes into the blend too. And frankincense is actually known as a driver oil. So it's going to help drive the other oils deeper into the tissues, into the cells. So it's a really key one to have in blends as well. So I love pairing this. And as a mama side tip, it is amazing for emotional and mood support. So if my daughter is ever like off her rocker, which normally is me, but some days it's her, I will put a drop under the tongue just to be like, okay, I need to make sure I'm remaining calm too, or calm in this situation. So it's really good for mood and emotional support as well, just as a side mama tip. So that is the second oil that goes into the blend. And then these next two oils are two that I've kind of built on as I've kind of evolved my Immune Booster blend. So if you are getting started with a starter kit, or that's all you have in your oil collection right now, then you are going to use these two oils only in your Immune Booster blend. But if you are ordering, you have an account and you're ordering monthly, or you're just, wanting to do another order, especially you feel like you could really benefit from these immune oils, then here are the other two I would recommend to add on. So first one up is Arbor Vitae. So it is the tree of life. So this tree can live to up to 700 years. So it's very, very protective. It's great for our bodies, since it's very protective in nature. So it wards off bugs. So it is a great insect repellent too, because it's protecting itself for all those years. So it has those properties in it that can do the same for our body. It's very, very woodsy smelling. I actually love just rubbing it right on my chest, undiluted, because it's really great for kind of meditation and Zen vibes too. So if you're putting on your kids' feet, know that that's a great thing about it as well. But again, it's really supportive to the immune system. So it's a great addition to add to your immune boosting blend. If you have the option to add it in, or you're looking to update your oil collection, that would be my next recommendation. And then finally, this is a newer oil. It's about a year old. It's called Copaiba. There's a few ways to pronounce this. That's the way I dig pronouncing it. So Copaiba is from the Amazon rainforest. So it actually comes from 3 different species, and it comes synergistically together to create this amazing oil. This is actually another one I use for mood support as well. It really, really helps me with anxious feelings. Just as another side note, it's hard to not trail off and tell you all the other amazing benefits of these oils. But Copaiba is also great for immune support as well. So you can take a drop internally. And what I love about that is when I'm taking a drop internally to support my mood and emotions, I know that it's also helping my immune system. But again, we are talking about a blend here. So this is what I would add to an immune boosting roller blend as well. And it is great for, again, helping calm and relax. So it would even help your kid on that level too, if maybe they are experiencing any of that. So this would be the next one into the blend. And then what you would do is you would take a 10 milliliter roller bottle. You can get these on Amazon or any oil website shop. Even doTERRA.com themselves have roller bottles that they now sell. So you could purchase them there. So I take 10 milliliter roller bottles. You can get a carrier oil, which is what you fill up the bottle with on top of your oil drops. And doTERRA makes an amazing one called fractionated coconut oil, but you can totally use whatever else you have, just regular coconut oil, jojoba, sweet almond oil. I just really love the consistency of the fractionated coconut oil. So when we are dealing with little kids, we want to dilute down. I can put the links to documents on that, because knowledge is power, but I understand that some of it can be overwhelming. So I want to give you the tools to make sure that you know how to do it and you're not feeling like you have to know it all right from this video. So I will include the link to a dilution guide as well. But so basically you would want to add about 3 to 5 drops of each of the oils. So if you're adding 5, you're obviously going to have 20 total. especially if you're doing all 4 oils. Otherwise, if you are just doing frankincense and On Guard, 5 and 5 is totally okay. You'll have 10 drops. That's a great dilution ratio. And then you would top the rest of the bottle with a fractionated coconut oil, and then you would just pop the roller on top. And then what you're gonna do with this is roll it on the bottoms of the feet, morning and night if you can remember that, or just before bed. So once my daughter's in the school year, we're just doing it to, you know, keep up with maintenance of our immune health. I will just do it at night before bed. So she knows the routine. She pops the cap off, she rolls it on her feet, she rubs her feet together, and then boom, she is ready for bed. So that's the immune boosting blend. And then I quickly want to talk about 2 more before I go. So the next one is Rose Essential Oil. This is another one that was just launched by doTERRA a year ago. It's pre-diluted, so you don't have to worry about getting the fractionated coconut oil and the roller bottle and all that. But Rose is so beautiful. It has the highest vibration of all the oils. So what this means is it's going to raise your frequency and, you know, how you are awesomely impacting, you know, your vibration in the world. So you can rock it that way for supporting your kids, but it's really great for helping support the immune system. So what I like to do before my daughter goes to school is I have one by our hallway, and I just roll it on the back of her neck, and then you can just breathe her in and, you know, get those beautiful scents of rose. And again, it's going to help her, not her, but your child, if it's a he too. It's totally fine. It might be a bit feminine and floral scented, but if you kind of put it behind their hairline, then it won't be as noticeable. But then they're gonna have this amazing go about their day too, because of the other impacts that this oil has on their health and their emotions and their wellness. So that is one that I highly recommend too, just because I love it. It's just such an amazing oil to use. And then finally, we know that the immune system is, but around 80% of it exists in your gut. So I love gut health. So I've read some books on it, and it's just one area that I really, really do believe that we should focus more on. So really, to go along with the whole immune system support would be getting a probiotic. So the Probiotic Junior by doTERRA is freaking amazing, not just for kids, but for adults too. So what it looks like, and it comes in a pack of 30. So I definitely need to get more for my daughter next month, but it comes in a stick like this, and you just cut the end off and you can suck it back, and it tastes like a pixie stick. Okay, so this has I think it has 5 billion live cells from 6 different strains. And I like to switch it up. I have the adult version, which is the capsule form, so I take it and swallow it. But it has different strains in the adult version versus the kids, so parents can benefit from this as well. And it literally tastes like a little sugar pack. So your kids are going to get the gut health that they deserve, and it's going to be almost like a tasty dessert for them. If you don't want them just taking it like this, I totally started my daughter off by pouring it into a cup of water and then, you know, giving her the water version of it, and it's a strawberry melon flavor. So it's so delicious, but you really want to make sure that their gut health is really, really good. So if they've been on antibiotics lately, or you're just feeling like they're not, you know, regular, and they're not as bumped up in their immune system as possible, then I really highly recommend adding this in. So it was worth noting just because it does really relate to immune support. So do more reading on gut health, because it is so fascinating, and this is just one way to help support your little kiddos. Another way, I have kombucha right here that we love to sip on too, and eat some fermented foods as well. So those are the ways to support your kids from an immune perspective. So again, I will post the DIY recipe, and what I want to say is I have created a special page for this 5-day series. So all of this information I'm telling you right now will be posted there as well. And all you have to do is go to the link. It is bit.ly/glowing back. So you know how the series is glowing back to school. It's just a short link called bit.ly/glowing back. So get all the information there, and please ask me questions, or, you know, post your comments. I saw a few come in, and I'm sorry I've missed them, but I need to rush through this so I don't make the video too long, and I'll come back to them. But just let me know if there's any more information you need, and head to that link as we go through the series. And I'm so pumped to come back tomorrow with a new topic on getting our kids thriving for school. So hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys again tomorrow.